Yo, what up? You know, you picked a new location. We back at it with Th3rds. You feel me? We appreciate y'all for tuning in. And you must see that we got a guest today.
We got the guest.
We got Game Time Liam, man, CEO of Live Real.
So I appreciate the little introduction to him. Appreciate y'all boys having me out.
And tell the people a little bit about yourself.
My name is GT Liam. I be hooping. I'm a hooper businessman. And I just get shit done. Oh, can we curse?
Yeah, you can hold just a little closer.
Yeah. But yeah, just get stuff done. And we'll see a big future. So yeah, stay tuned. Live real.
Big future for sure.
Probably, you know, one of many podcasts that he'll be on in the future, you feel me? Locked in with the mentality. We finna get into that a little deeper. Other than that, I'm one of your hosts, Jordan.
I'm Dior.
And I'm Charles. I was just going third just to let the rankings.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I am number 2. You know, Jordan's always number 1, you feel what I'm saying?
But Jordan, talk about the location. Like, where we at with it? Where we
You
at?
feel me? We at the Real Th3rds crib, the Real Th3rds headquarters.
New crib.
You know, money been coming in, so we've been living real lavish.
Nice little couch, brand new couch.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Between like the food stamps, we really came from the gutty, you feel what I'm saying? I really appreciate y'all boys. Like, we really just came from nothing, you feel it? From the Panther Projects to the Liam's crib, you feel what I'm saying?
Hey, man. This is what living real get you, man. New couch.
New
You know, house so new, we still got the tags.
still got the tags
on it.
You got a little bougie with it. You know,
No,
we got
bougie with it, yeah. But you know, we out here in IKEA, you feel me? We in IKEA, we had to switch it up, you feel me? What other podcasts, you know, out there in the public, for real, out there with the community? You know, as we're talking, there's people walking by watching us, you feel me?
Hey, Mom.
It's King Sid, guys.
Yeah, there's people walking by all of us, you feel me? But you can't fold when you in the public eye.
Yeah, you can't.
That's facts.
Never that.
Indeed, but we real different with it. We gonna continue to push the boundary with this podcast stuff, but we really gonna get into our daily deviations. You know, if you've been watching, you know what that is. And we gonna kick it off to my boy Dior.
Alright, y'all, so we got to get the daily deviations going, you feel what I'm saying? So, the first daily deviation, y'all know Thanksgiving coming up.
For sure.
For Thanksgiving,
sure.
what are y'all 5 essentials? Charles, you go first.
What do you put
Five?
on that plate?
What you putting on that plate, Charles?
5?
This
Charles,
a good
do
one.
not
This a good one.
disappoint me.
Dang, 5? Can we not do 3? All right, 5. All right, I'm going to get me mac and cheese.
Okay,
Valid.
solid. Baked?
Baked mac and cheese.
Yeah, dang, don't let me. That's also odd. Pause. Got me speaking through his hand. But yeah, you strike me as a loose mac and cheese type of person.
Loose mac and
I was
cheese.
gonna ask the same thing.
It just has to be with extra creme.
Continue.
All right, so mac and cheese, turkey, jerk turkey.
That could be good.
What are my greens?
At Thanksgiving.
What are my greens gonna be? I'd get some collard greens, some nice moist cornbread,
Moist.
Why'd you call it moist, man?
cause I like when it has the extra buttery texture.
I like mine's crunchy, but
Oh, you like crunchy? And
You're evil.
for the
You're evil.
for the fifth, I need
sitting next to me.
I think I need like some chicken wings or like some type of meat. All right. Y'all OD.
They call that boy the
Yo,
man.
fire. You see where their minds went? I'm talking about Thanksgiving.
I didn't even say
I'm
that.
talking about Thanksgiving. But yeah, probably some chicken wings.
Liam, what about you?
I'm Haitian, so
Ooh,
how we be getting it is, you know, you gotta get the seafood rice, some good Haitian macaroni,
Ooh.
the turkey, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Key lime pie. That's
Key
underrated.
lime, the dessert.
Key lime
I'm talking
pie,
about
you know what I'm
desserts.
saying? And then some good stuffing. And you good.
Stuffing.
That's fine though. I be putting everything on my plate, but that's fine.
Okay. J-Lou.
Oh, me, you feel me? You know, we do Thanksgiving the Jamaican way at my household. Sometimes we usually just be going to other people's crib. But it's me, you know, I'm getting rice and peas on the plate. To start off, you gotta have that main essential. Everything revolves around the rice and peas. That's baked mac and cheese, of course. We don't rock with the loose.
Y'all don't like the creme?
Continuing on. But yeah, after that, it's so funny. Everybody watching. But after that,
views.
it's like I get some fried dumpling too. 'Cause they be having
Ooh,
that.
ribs making.
Yeah, fried dumpling.
Where's Thanksgiving, guys?
My house.
Real valid.
Yeah. In the morning they gonna make ackee and saltfish.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's still some leftover dumpling. Probably I'll throw that on the plate.
Okay, leftovers.
And then stuffing. Love me some stuffing. You feel me? Stuffing make the world go round. Stuffing is the best Thanksgiving item out there.
Whoa.
I mean, if you
You know
got
what
good
stuffing?
stuffing,
Do you know what stuffing is?
It's like breadcrumbs,
It's
celery, and all that.
breadcrumbs with seasoning.
And it tastes
Yeah.
amazing.
It's not the best.
It's
but
not.
if you have
not the
good
best.
stuffing, bro, it's amazing. Like it makes the whole
he
difference.
said the number one
makes a whole
For
item.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like that's a
For
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving?
staple.
Thanksgiving. The stuffing is like
crazy.
you need the stuffing.
No, you don't.
No,
You can go with
it
some
won't
stuffing.
be on my plate.
The stuffing got to be in the turkey, so I could get some out the turkey.
And then either jerk chicken or escovitch fish.
Fish. I hope it's
Solid,
fish.
solid. Alright, for me, well, I'm kind of a mix of Charles and Jordan because like it's an Jamaican / American Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
So we always do have the baked mac and cheese. Emphasis on the baked. You feel what I'm saying? We don't bring that little stuff around here. You feel what I'm saying?
Creme.
Sorry, my fault. Creme de la creme style. Watch out with that. I'm so
Creme de
sorry,
la
Charles. Corn bread, of course.
Mm.
None of y'all eat yams, like sweet yams?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yams
candied
for sure.
yams.
The one that they had an ACF was tough.
Yeah.
Yams for sure.
So not really. I don't think it
So that either candied yams or my family makes this thing called candied plantains.
What?
So it's like, yeah, it's like
That sound
sweet-
hard.
Yeah, it's like
That
sweet potato
sounds
stuff
tough.
with like yams, but it's
You gotta
like
bring some back.
That's
You
hard.
gotta bring that back.
I'm not
We
going
need
to make
that.
for Thanksgiving this time because we
We
don't
need
eat
that in the Zoe
Thanksgiving.
household.
Well, maybe for Christmas I'll bring it back. So what was that for?
Yeah.
And then I'm usually eating jerk chicken, or like I might just mess with the ham for a second. You feel what I'm saying?
The
Like,
ham.
the honey ham,
I forgot about the ham.
the honey ham. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really it.
That's valid. That's valid.
Ham, interesting. Never had me no Thanksgiving ham because I don't partake in that.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. But from this main daily deviation, I think we learned that Charles needs his meat. On to the second one, you feel me?
Did they
He
not
needs his
put
cream
meat
too.
on
He
there?
needs his
Meat
cream
and the
too.
cream.
Meat and cream.
I just like
Crazy
my
combo.
food moist with flavor and texture.
Bro, you're not helping your case,
I'm-
eh?
Moist.
Alright. Oh my gosh. I was gonna ask, what are y'all? Yeah. Let me just hit this real quick. What are y'all thankful for?
What are we thankful for?
I'm thankful for y'all. Like honestly, we formed a good friendship, a good brothership, good bond.
For sure.
Pause.
For sure. For
That
sure.
pause needed to be in there, you feel me?
Type. But yeah.
Toxic masculinity. We'll talk about that one day.
No facts.
But what I'm thankful for, you feel me?
We'll just go down the line.
Yeah. I'm really thankful for, I am thankful for this supportive friend group, you feel me? Not supportive because I don't be like needing it, I don't be like falling apart, but it's like y'all boys be y'all help me achieve my dream too, because whether it was like Lapis, when I had to go shoot their things, y'all came there, y'all supported me, y'all helped me film that, gave me ideas, helped me talk to people. Y'all bought me an SD card because y'all saw my stuff was filling up. So y'all is single-handedly investing into the dream
No, for
That's
sure.
real.
I think we help keep each other grounded.
to
Yeah.
help keep me poised, you feel me? Help me with my organization and all that. Drive me to shoots and
Yeah.
everything.
If we need someone to vent to,
Yeah, you feel me? When I'm up, everybody finna be up.
facts.
Facts. That's how I gotta go.
That is how it has to go. A good example would be like the King Sid's group.
I knew you was gonna say Kingston. I wanted to say it, but I said it too much.
Nah, those are my North Lauderdale boys. I say something that I'm grateful for. Man, I can't say friends because y'all boys done took it out, but grateful. Man, I'm just grateful for God, like just the opportunity to be in college with a whole bunch of like-minded people like me, and just be surrounded by caring, giving people. It really like I've been learning the people you hang around is really a resemblance of who you are.
That is facts, man. That's
Like
crazy.
I've been learning that lately. Like the people I'm around, I can see each and every day little pieces of them that can correlate with the way I act daily. So I'm really grateful for just the people that God places around me, friends, family, mentors, everybody. Yeah.
That's what y'all be doing.
Nah, I mean,
That was just off the
That
spot.
was a light skin thing.
Yeah, that was tough.
Georgia did it first.
I'm grateful for everything though. Like everything a blessing, man.
Facts.
I'm grateful for everything. Like being able to just see. Some people is really deaf and they really can't see nothing. Like it's not.
Bro,
I didn't know.
The way he realized you saw how I laughed, right?
he's grateful
No.
for the little things.
I thought he was meant like deaf in like their mentality or like blind in their mentality. They're not tuned in, but he meant like actual deaf people.
I mean both, but like man, it was to the deaf people though.
Shout out to the deaf people, man. We rock
I'm
with
so
y'all.
sorry. Shout out to my dad.
But like
My boy
everything,
like, fuck it.
everything. I'm grateful for everything, man. I'm grateful for everything.
Nah, sometimes we do overlook those little things. Being able to see, walk, breathe.
The little things do better. Dang, that's deep.
What are y'all thankful though? You feel me?
Drop down in the comments. Let us know what you thankful for.
Actually, we apologize. There's not room for you on this couch. We're gonna get an extended couch for you. But we need to know what y'all thankful for also.
Indeed. All right, so third one.
Yeah. Last daily deviation.
Last daily deviations.
Daily
Let's make it a
deviation.
good one. Flip it. Let's do this one. If you were to have a TED Talk, what would you talk about?
That's hard.
That's a great question, Dewey.
You can skip it
question.
with the daily deviation.
Liam, you could start with that one.
I feel like Liam got a bunch to say about the TED Talk.
I would say basketball, but
Okay.
but I'm gonna say mentality, cause if you got the right mentality, you can do anything you want in this world. So that's something I learned. So mentality,
The power
because
of
you
the
gotta
mind.
you gotta put other people on as you put yourself on, and that's what changes the world.
Facts. Damn. I would have a TED Talk, like, say someone's like, you need to be on a TED Talk tomorrow. I'd probably be like, all right, let me talk on God and money.
That's such a big topic for Charles.
That is a very big topic because I feel like a lot of people put money as their God in life. They'll literally do whatever it takes to get a check. And it's a resource, and we got to continue to treat it like a resource.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans,
Exactly what I was thinking.
scamming. Like, we going against our morals to get a check. So I would probably talk on that.
Why you took that grandma bank account? You feel me? She was funded by her grandchildren.
She worked 40 years for that.
Now, he probably the reason she died early, fam. You know,
All right.
scammed her.
I don't know about that,
Her
but
bank account.
that scat pack you driving,
It's on grandma's card.
that's grandma's card.
But yeah, if I give a TED Talk, it would be on like denying yourself or like I would call it like arguing with your own mind, because oftentimes you think the first thought that comes to mind is your first initial thought, is your first belief, but it's really not. You feel me? Because oftentimes as humans, our thoughts are full of discouragement, self-doubt, and everything. But you have to like beat that. You have to overcome it. And when you just accept that first thought in your head as true, then you're gonna start living that way. But you can deny your own thoughts. You cannot accept it. That's what I would give a TED Talk for.
Facts.
That's been a big part of my year.
Facts.
Okay, that was smooth. Dang, all y'all had good topics. I was just listening to y'all. I couldn't even think of one. If I was to give a TED Talk, I'll give a TED Talk on. I haven't figured out why.
I don't think Liam ever noticed.
Huh? Oh yeah, he probably doesn't.
Yeah, I don't even know what you just said. Yo,
We got it on.
bro, I didn't even notice that.
First reaction.
Wow.
I never noticed, man.
Live reaction. I didn't notice either.
I never noticed. How did I not notice that?
Because
How did he drive us here?
Yeah, he was driving. I didn't. He driving. I'm vibing. I'm like,
no facts. They really abuse me. I'm the only one driving. I'm the one that's disabled.
Damn.
That's crazy. Anyway.
did you tell the
Cap.
story of how it happened?
Oh, I was just born like that. That's really just that simple.
Oh, really?
He was
Yeah.
born like
Damn.
How did it happen?
Yo, why is he laughing?
Jordan's just
Because he don't
cruel.
care. He's just disabled, bro. Disabled.
Yo, he said, how did it happen?
Bro, he put his hand up. I'm like looking at him like, what? And then I look at him, I'm like, yo.
Yo, the fact that this is on camera and the live reaction is
Yeah, live reaction.
We finally got one, y'all. We finally got
Yeah,
one.
that's crazy.
Crying,
We got one. Oh, TED Talk. If I was to have a TED Talk, I'm not gonna lie, it'd probably be on like perfectionism and like how like it's kind of unrealistic and like really like leads to procrastination in your work, stuff like that. But that's basically because I'm an architect major, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Creativity.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Thank you, Dior, for the daily deviations.
Thank you for the daily deviation.
Hola. We are
Back at
back at it again, you feel me? We're in the other part of the house.
Yeah.
I
Let's switch it up.
Personal setup, you feel me?
If you was on the live, you seen our travels to the next destination. It was kind of a far walk.
Indeed.
Because the house is so big.
The
That's
house is
why.
pretty big.
We're thinking about selling it. That's why you see people walking by and things like that. You know,
They're testing it out.
Yeah, we got a little realtor in
This
it.
is where all the magic happens, as y'all can see.
Indeed, you're locked in at the desk at the studio.
Yeah.
Speaking about getting work done at a desk, you feel me?
What's that?
Let's talk about getting work done in real life.
Ooh,
So
real.
this is
Been
the
real.
entrepreneur episode, you feel me? So we got an entrepreneur,
What's happening?
that boy Liam. But can you
Sir.
speak to us about, you know, starting a clothing brand or the mindset behind it and kind of the difficulties in it, you know? We're just gonna
I
bounce
bet.
off that.
Yeah.
So, starting off a brand,
Tell them
First
the
of all-
brand and everything though.
y'all boys go tap in with Live Real. Not trying to promo for real, but Live Real on Live Real _co on Instagram. Got an upcoming drop, Black Friday sale. So y'all boys go tap in.
Black
That's hot.
Friday.
That's hot.
Yeah, we got some
That's
hard
hot.
stuff on the way. I got a lot of stuff planned. Pop-up shots too, but all right, boom.
That's hot.
At least for me, when it comes to approaching starting a brand, what I saw on the outside was I always wanted to have like my little own brand. I wanted to have an image, and the first it was gonna be named Sincerely, cause my nickname is Lee, and I put sincere in front of it, and I just made my own word and called it Sincerely.
Sincerely.
Use that for another
Yeah,
venture.
it's actually on the hoodie.
It's on. I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, it's hard.
But basically I pivoted off of that, and I don't know if y'all boys know who Central C is. Yeah. So I was been listening to Central C, My boys from high school, y'all boys know, them boys used to be like, nigga, this is all you listen to. But yeah, I've been used to listen to Central C, and he always used to say, live your movie, live yours. And like, that's real. That really hit me. Cause this dude came from like similar circumstances. I wouldn't say similar to me, but like we're all the same and we could all accomplish big goals. So seeing him really do it, like I'm seeing this dude do it come from like somebody just like me. He's just like me, bruh. And doing what he's doing, and he's emphasizing the image to live your movie. Don't try and live somebody else's movie. Live yours, cause it's your movie. Like your life is your movie. And you direct where it's gonna go. And
That's interesting.
To live real.
I texted Cam something randomly. I was like, some individuals are side characters in their own life. So I be seeing it like a lot of people, they'll try and hop on someone else's wave. Like, because we was talking about, I seen it in the King Sid thing. Not even that. His homeboys weren't trying to hop on his wave, but in different like YouTube groups, I see people like glazing somebody or they trying to like ride someone else's wave to the top. So like how you said, like, you know, live your own movie. You're the main character in your own life. You should never be a side character in your own life. Make yourself the forefront. Not all the emphasis on you, not like pride or anything, you know. Keep God at the forefront. But
Yeah.
I like that though, you know. It's your movie. You crafted yourself. You're the writer, author of the scripts. Because not everything's in your control, but a lot is in your own control.
like it's when people say anything is possible, like that is so true. You only limit yourself by what you tell yourself. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't listen to the outside noise. People will try and downplay certain stuff because they wasn't able to accomplish it. But once you like fall into that little rabbit hole of it's not possible, I'm gonna just do what everybody else doing. Me, I cannot do that. Like I just can't do that.
You can't
That's-
control. Oh my fault.
No, keep going.
You can't control what people say to you, but you can't control your reaction.
Facts. Control what you can control. Mindset is everything. That's why it's like live real to yourself. Don't try and live real, bruh. Yeah.
Life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you perceiving your reaction to it, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You feel me? Stuff is gonna happen. Things is gonna go wrong. But at the end of the day, how do you pivot? Like from Last Chance U, like he was saying, like life is like a jump stop and a pivot. You feel me? It's just like basketball. You know, you jump stop into a certain direction, you stuck there. but you can pivot. You know, you can
I don't
find
know if you
a
want to demonstrate this
different
for the crowd, but basically what Jordan's saying, he's saying you could jumpstart and you pivot.
Don't travel though.
Don't travel though. Don't move that pivot foot. But pivot and you might get a little leg.
It's a solution to everything.
In one.
Facts.
For context, we're doing this in the middle of an IKEA, and then and I'm laughing because I can see the people, and they were like watching him. It was like.
I came all the way over here.
It was a clean pivot though. I'll give you that. It was a clean pivot. Clean pivot.
But yeah, you were speaking on how, you know, came from either like a similar environment, but also like kind of the same mentality of living your own movie. So can you kind of speak on the mentality aspect, not of just starting own brand or starting your own business? Because at the end of the day, we are going to have thoughts about self-doubt. Every time we do that, can I really make it? Can you speak a little bit about the mentality that goes behind starting up your own business for the first time? Because you told me you did a lot of research. There's months in the planning. It's not like you just popped up into something for money. Like a lot of people that start clothing brands now only see quick money in it. But I could tell from like having conversations with you and messing behind your brand, I could tell that it's more so than just a brand. It's really you building your own culture.
Yeah, I appreciate you say that, bro. But yeah, coming into a brand, especially with a clothing brand, bro, you gotta have a strong mind, and you have to have a mind where failure is not bad. Cause y'all gotta realize failure is not bad, and you can't look at it as failure. You gotta look at it as a learning point. You just gotta look at what did I do wrong or what went wrong. How can I fix that? And you fail until you succeed. That's how it works. That's how the millionaires became millionaires. That's the millionaire mindset. You can't go into something being afraid to fail. Being afraid to fail is where a lot of people fuck up their brands. I mean, being afraid to fail, is where a lot of people don't have successful brands and they limit themselves because they're afraid. You can't be afraid. There's success in everything that you do. You gotta be grateful for everything, because even when I did fail, like for my first drop, I had months and months. Like I started really locking in July and I dropped in November, and literally every month I thought I was gonna drop. But I wouldn't say it always felt like it was something, but I had to get the right manufacturer process. I had to get the right manufacturers. I had to make sure that my samples were correct. I had to make sure that I was marketing correctly. I had to make sure I had a budget to market. I had to make sure I had a budget to buy the samples.
It's a lot.
It's a lot that goes into it. But when you really in that mode, it's like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Is gonna be success. So like my last drop, like I had a goal. I wanted to have a 5-figure. My goal is to have 5 figures raised for Live Real by the end of the year. I'm on pace to have that. And my drop, it showed me that I was on pace to have that. I wanted more out of my drop. I always want more. But by me seeing how my drop performed, and I did pretty good for my first drop. I did pretty good. By me seeing how my drop performed, I was able to see, okay, now let me tweak these certain things so I could do even better.
Okay.
And that's the mindset. You always want to be able to do better and capitalize off of all the L's, because the L's is really lessons. And there's no such thing as like failing. You just learn it. Everything's a learning experience. You gotta take in everything.
Are you doing this all by yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing this all by myself.
All by yourself?
Yeah.
Dang.
But it's not something that nobody else could do. Like I'm just like you.
Yeah.
If you that determined to really go after something you're passionate about, it's gonna happen.
That boy have no label.
But clothing brands, school, and then just general life is just going on all at the same time. Like you balancing all of that.
Yeah.
Dang. That's real.
Appreciate that.
That's real.
Live real.
Bruh, I love that. We catching you like right at the end of your first drop, because it's really like, this your first podcast you on?
That was my first podcast. You know what I'm saying? Real Th3rds.
I could really see like your drop, you know, it went pretty good, and the mentality that you have is gonna be a lot further. You feel me? You're gonna be on more podcasts eventually. And after the first drop, because I was speaking to you, like, you know how every time you record a behind the scene video, you can see yourself posting it like a year or two when you really up. Yeah. And then looking back on it, like it's a whole podcast to look back on. Like this is the first drop. Imagine like when you on your 4th, 5th drop. Facts. It's only gonna be crazy. Like, I don't know, bro. I love a podcast because you're gonna be able to go back and literally track the growth and track the mindset. You can't track where you at.
And the biggest thing too is to write down your goals so you could see it. Once you see it, you can really visualize it. And also, if you could touch something, you could get it. So I'm finna get my scat pack soon, man. Scat pack coming soon.
And then
The right way.
Yeah,
the right way. What's it called? And
The legal way.
behind all of this is small steps that you're taking. Because like you said, Rome not built in a day. It was months up until the clothing drops.
Facts, bro. You can't rush greatness.
Can you give us a glimpse into your daily routine? Because I know, like, speaking to you, big on kind of like time blocking and organization. And then Charles too, because I know you've been like more organized, setting alarms and all that. Yeah. Because I'm an unorganized individual, so there might be somebody else out there just like me. Because organization is really where you're able to get so much more out of your day and your time if you're organized.
Party, bro.
Yeah. So speak to us on your daily routines.
Oh yes, and
Oh no, yeah, I'm just like,
So in the beginning, specifically in the summer when I was really locking in, in general, I've always been the type of dude to, if I'm getting into something, like I'm always putting the hours. Like if you know me, bruh, you know me. Especially when it came to ball, I'm always I'm putting the hours, bro. Like I'm putting the hours. But sometimes what I noticed, especially when I started college, was I'm putting in the after hours. Let's say I'm up till 3. Then I wake up at like 5:36 to go work out. But I started seeing like, bruh, I'm not really being as productive as I want to be, because throughout the day I would be sleepy and stuff.
health over wealth.
Yeah, but like I just had to realize like I got to do something. So then one week I went to sleep around 12 every day, woke up at 5 every day, and it worked. But I felt like I wasn't getting as much stuff done in the day as I wanted to. So then I went back to my regular schedule where I would just be up to like 4 a.m. working, then wake up at like 7, go to class, go hoop, all this stuff, get stuff done. But then more recently, I remember at the shoot, I remember Cam was talking about waking up at 4 a.m. I took that into consideration, and I watched this video, and I was taking notes. Like, bro, everything that we need, bro, we could just search it up, bro. Like, you could find any information you need. Like,
that new age.
Yeah, like, bro, the future is the internet, bro. Like, if you want to go do something, you could search it up and do it. So I was looking at millionaire mindsets, because what y'all got to realize is like, I aspire to be a millionaire, but I aspire to do better than be a millionaire. But you can't, in order to be certain things, you got to leave your old self, and you can't stick to old habits. So if you're around a bunch of people with poor people habits, you're going to develop poor people habits, and it's going to be hard to break it. But yeah, I realized some of these things. So I'm looking at millionaire people's mindsets and their habits. So my goal was to replicate the millionaire mindsets so I could become a millionaire and then keep it going. And that's how it worked. And surround myself around like-minded people so it pushes you. You don't want to be dragged down by people. You gotta let them people go.
Yeah.
But so these millionaires, like these really successful people, like they all wake up early. It's not no ifs, ands, us, buts or about it. Like they all putting in the hours, but like majority of them, they waking up mad early. And it's not like 8, 7 a.m. Like they waking up at like 5, 4. So I'm thinking like, if I'm really saying I want to separate myself, I got to stick to it. So recently, like the past 1-2 weeks, I've been waking up at 4. And by me waking up at like 4:30 and going to sleep around 12, I've literally like, I kid you not, bro, I've maximized my day so much. Like I literally genuinely have 20 hours to get to it. And it came to a point where I was taking naps I couldn't take before, when I was putting in overtime hours and waking up around 7. Like I'm taking naps and I'm like, I still have time to do what I want to do in the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So right now I'm eliminating those naps times and just putting in more work. So yeah, my schedule is go to sleep around 12, wake up at 4 to 6, do whatever little business work I got to do, or brand work, or study. Cause like I gotta study, bro. Like college, like I really gotta study. I can't even lie. I gotta study. And then I go work out.
Engineering major.
Yeah, cause
Engineer.
Scholar.
yeah, I can't even. I really gotta study. But I'm not gonna use my major, but I'm gonna still get it though. I'm gonna still get my degree.
That's real. That's what I be saying. Like, this is a degree from my mom's.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use my degree.
I need to put in the work. Like, these next 6 to 8 months, right before I graduate, is gonna determine if I use my degree or not. You feel me? But I'm about to get locked in with my schedule for real. I love how you talk about like investing your time, because a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people think you need a certain amount of money to like either start a brand or a certain amount of money to do this and do that. But if you start off with investing your time more than your money first, you'll be somewhere, because your time is more important than money. What do people do for a job? What is the premise of a job? It is trading your time in order to get money.
Time is very important, man.
It's the
Time.
most important resource we have.
Facts. You gotta live in the now. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the future. Live in the now, because the now is what's gonna dictate future.
One of the biggest things I learned, like in the summer, like while working a 9 to 5, I had worked at Goodwill over the summer. Working there, that let me see people's like mentality. It let me see their mindset, because I was wondering why these people were working here for 20 years. You feel me? They
crazy.
just now upgraded to like $11 an hour
Wow.
after 20 years. So imagine what they was making before. They supporting their family off this and getting comfortable in a certain situation. Yeah, some people do end up in bad situations, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't want to work at that place for 20 years. But I saw it as a young individual. I don't have like a whole bunch of bills. I don't have anybody I need to provide for. But just seeing that made me want to aspire for more. And the biggest thing I learned from that, if I can put in 40 hours to work at Goodwill, I can for sure put in 40 hours to work on myself. And putting in 40 hours to work on yourself is going to yield a way greater outcome than it is for putting in 40 hours for Goodwill.
Yeah. And he's not knocking anyone that works a 9 to 5 anywhere at no retail store, but he's saying utilize your time based on what you want your life to look like. So if you want to pour into yourself and be your own boss, put that time there. If you want to work for someone, put that time there. It's all about what's road you want to take, like what you want to take.
What you put in is what you get out.
Facts.
And also, like, you always got to start somewhere to get somewhere. Like, don't be afraid to do like a quick 9 to 5, but don't have your head stuck in the mindset. If you just need to get the cash,
That's pride.
do it. Like, I worked at Jersey Mike's. I don't work there no more, but if I didn't work at Jersey Mike's, a lot of stuff I did and a lot of money I put into my brand, it would have been slowed down. Like, the progress would have been slower, because I wouldn't have the money as quick as I was getting the checks from Jersey
You were able
Mike's.
to learn from working there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was speaking to somebody just like that. Like, I was talking to this female, and then she told me like she used to work at this like fast food joint, and this was like a couple months ago. And I'm like, I found that so interesting, because nowadays I feel like not even just females, well, people like our age, they might be kind of scared to work that, or they might feel some type of way to like work there and put themselves in this situation. They rather be broke than.
Is that a
like,
pride thing?
It's a pride thing and an image thing. You feel
Image.
me?
You can't care what nobody think, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you down, even if you down or you up, niggas still gonna talk, bro. People always gonna have something to say.
Always.
So just do you, bro. Like,
Yeah. And like we speaking on like, or how other people view you, you can never control someone else's perception of you. We spoke on this in the rumors and drama episode. You feel me? At the end of the day, people are gonna think what they want to think. No matter me trying to come to you and trying to reconcile your thought process, you're automatically gonna think however you think about me. I can't control that. At the end of the day, you just gotta roll with it, roll with the punches, and keep going.
Be the best version of you.
You shouldn't want to take anybody's thoughts into consideration like that, and usually they're haters.
What's the time left?
18 minutes.
18 bet. Charles, what about your daily schedule, your daily routine? Because
My
we
daily
know
routine.
we know Charles be on time blocks.
My
Oh, I
daily
gotta hear
routine
this.
is very inconsistent right
20
now.
alarms.
I fell off these past 2 weeks, staying up. Well, it's not even. It's like certain days throughout my week. So like those Tuesday, Wednesdays, or like whenever we hang out late, I've noticed like if I stay up past 1 a.m. if I'm not in bed, I'm not waking up until 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Like my body's natural time clock. Like most people, they get up at like 10 or 11. My time clock is off based on what time I go to sleep. So I could wake up at 6 p.m. and be like, dang, what happened to my day? And yeah.
One thing I love about either like backsliding into back habits is it's something to learn from. Like just how you said, failure. Like when you fall back into doing something wrong, you can look at that and realize, okay, this is how I move different. You feel me? Like if you, like one of the things I feel like, if I fall back into like lust or something, like what triggered me to get to that situation, and then silence that trigger next time in order for me not to fall to that.
Yeah.
Feel me? So now what's your solution? Be intentional with your time.
Being more intentional.
All right.
Yeah. With my sleep.
Yeah, let me dap y'all up. You feel me? I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just like that. Being intentional with your time is such a big thing. But yeah, that's smooth, because Charles has about 20 alarms for one event.
I do. I'm really poor with time. Time just be flying. I gotta be aware of what time it is, when I need to start getting ready, all these things. So I'm setting alarms on alarms.
I like that you have like a literal like intentional time block for you to remind you, because I could write something on the calendar and I'll forget about it. But what was I gonna say? Oh, can you speak to us about like your app limits or like social media use? Because I feel like that can limit all of us in general. Because I know we spoke about, you know, being on TikTok for just like an hour, and now you're realizing, since we're talking about investing time, let's talk about how social media can take away from that.
Yeah, I say even for like entrepreneurs, y'all be on social media, you're looking at people doing similar things, and you might start comparing yourself. And now it's making it look like, oh, I'm not really getting much done. This person's doing this. They making 6 figures in 1 week, and it's like, you got to limit what you look at on social media and how much time you spend, because that junk could play with your mind for real. It's like you're making your own progress and that person's making their own progress. You guys are each on your own journeys. Let me not compare myself. I'll get mine when my time is there. You feel me? So me personally, I had to start putting time restrictions on my social media apps to keep me aware of how much time. So I put like an hour for each app. And when the timer is done, I'm like, dang, I've been on this app for an hour today. Like, let me try and do something different with my time. Let me go read a book. Let me go do some skincare. Let me go do something that's gonna better me, instead of just looking at everybody else's lives. And social media is so fake. It's the best version of everybody's life.
It's not real life.
It's not real.
It's not real life.
I'm trying to
live
real.
Yeah, not real life, girl.
Live real. Nah, because you said something that kind of reminded me, because I went to church this morning. Shout out church. Shout out
church. We love church, man.
Shout out church. Should I say
God is real.
the church? Say Agatha.
Yeah, shout out.
I want to say Agatha. It's a Catholic church. I'm not Catholic, but I still went. Worship indeed. So what the priest was talking about was like, there is this, I don't like the term, he used master, and I don't like saying master, so I'm gonna just say he used the term master, and I was like, in the church, and I was like, so I'm gonna say like, this person gave his servants like talents, and talent is not like how we think of talent. It's not like a skill back then. In ancient times, a talent was like a currency, so it was like a coin. Yeah. It was like a coin basically. Yeah, and like this coin, one of these coins is like a lifetime of riches. Like, get one of these coins, you're good for life. Basically, what they really compared it as an embarrassment of riches. So like saying that like anybody that's rich at the time, it's an
embarrassment of riches.
Yeah,
that one coin.
Yeah, that one. Well, something like that, right? So the person that had the 3 servants, he gave one of them 5, one of them 2, and another one 1.
I know you're talking about this parable.
Huh?
It's like
yes, a parable. Yeah.
From scripture or just like
Scripture.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, it is from
He told
scripture.
him to do something with it.
Yeah, he told him
Finish
to.
your story, man.
Yeah, he told him to do something with it, and they all went out and did something with it. And the one that went back with 1 talent, he was like, I had no idea what to do. And then one that came back that had 1, remember, this is a lifetime of riches, an embarrassment. He said an embarrassment of riches.
Yeah.
He came back to his like his little I don't even know what to call it. His higher up.
His elder.
His higher up, his elder.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I didn't know what to do with my talent. I have no like idea what to do with this. I don't know if I should like invest this. I don't know if I should like put it somewhere. And basically what the elder said to him was like, you really wasted it. You wasted your life. And then he took the talent from him. So the talent isn't really, although it was a currency at the time, it could be an application of the life that we live, the opportunities that we get. Because think about this, in this life, we have one life. This life is a blessing.
Yeah.
Whether
Facts.
or not, like you can have nothing else, you have no talent, like actual like skill or talent or anything, or nothing to like back off of, you still have this life. So in that fact, you are blessed because you have this life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So always maximize the way that you live your life and try to be your best for yourself, because really you have one life and one talent.
And get away from the people that don't think like that, because they're going to slow you down.
Your circle. I was just talking about that.
Yeah, in that story, the 2 other servants, one went away and he like hid his talent. He didn't do anything with it. He like hid the money. You feel me? He just sat on it for the years. Like they sent them away for years. One of them invested the talent. He turned it into more. And so when they came back to the elder, you know, the one that invested it, he did something with it. You know, the elder, the master, he rewarded him with more. So that just like to say, like, I like to speak on kind of risk management. I did event photography over this past weekend for like this Forex trading group, and like they were speaking on risk management. You feel me? So like when starting your own brand, there is a certain level of risk into it because you are putting your own money into it. I feel like we'll never get anywhere in life unless we do a little risk. You feel me? It's our own life.
You gotta take risks.
You gotta risk to fail. Some people might see that as a risk, but at the end of the day, it's an opportunity to grow. You feel me? So like,
Some call it a leap of faith.
Risk that a little bit of money with intention and with knowledge behind it. You know, risk some time. It's not you risking time, it's really investing it. Invest into this brand, invest into this new business venture, because at the end of the day, you don't know where it'll go. And it's only a failure if you see it as one.
If you look at it.
Say there's no growth in it at all. You feel me? At the end of the day, you've learned something. You became a better person by knocking down your daily schedule, by locking in.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can apply that to something else. Yeah, but I love that parable. I'm glad that she brought it up.
And if you guys know what scripture or this parable's from, drop that down. We'll probably find it on our own.
Yeah, we'll probably find it, put it somewhere.
If you do
I
know.
love that. I was not listening to like what the scripture was from. I just heard the parable. I'm like,
That's a deep-
that's real.
deep
That's real,
message.
priest.
Yeah.
I dabbed with my priest. I'm lying. No, I didn't.
I know you didn't dap with a Catholic priest. I've dapped up my pastor.
I might have. I might
He
have.
was like 25.
I might have dabbed with a Catholic priest. Is that crazy? Maybe. But I did it.
He had a deep message. It's valid.
Valid.
Risk management, very important. Prioritizing time. I kind of feel like we spoke on a lot of things. We can speak on one more
Ooh, I
real quick. Go ahead.
I got one. So say your brand, you made your first drop, and what is your mentality going into the second drop from the yield of your first one? Like what are you thinking about dropping? What are you thinking, like the ideas, the concept, all of that? I want to hear the whole spiel. You feel what I'm saying?
So we in fourth quarter. So fourth quarter is where the most money is made.
Oh, snap, last stretch.
So we got Black Friday, we got Thanksgiving, we got the holidays, which is mainly centered around December and Christmas. So people gonna spend a lot of money.
Yep. That boy thinking.
So you gotta do sales and stuff. So getting into this second drop, which I should have had this prepared before, but I wanted to do my rollout how I wanted to do my rollout. So I wanted to get these shirts and shorts out and say I did what I said I was gonna do. So I did that. And going into this drop, I'm gonna drop some hoodies because you know it's cold. That's what's gonna sell. That's what people's gonna be more inclined to buy. And there's gonna be some nice hoodies, acid wash, great quality. Live real, not real life. Sincerely, go do that. Live real. Because a lot of stuff is not real life, like the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with yourself. But yeah, going into this drop, I really gathered a lot more information based off of my first drop because I learned how to market more efficiently. I learned what engages people, SMS marketing, email marketing, how to do it effectively, and how I can set up my website to get more conversions. What the customer sees that will make them more inclined to buy, what I can do to make the customer feel safer to buy, like putting customer reviews, putting actual people with the clothes on, pictures of them with the clothes on, so they could see like, oh, like this is a real deal brand. And yeah, man. And then just getting ready to give what's gonna be more catered into the month that we're going in, which is the hoodies and stuff. And then we got New Year's, so New Year's gonna have another one, and then Cyber Monday. Yeah,
you know who
man.
your target audience is, like as far as like gender, age group?
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest important things about starting your brand. You want to have like a demographic / target audience. You want it to be geared towards, because like if you don't have that, like who are you gonna sell to? You know what I'm saying? And that plays into the marketing. So I'm more geared towards like streetwear, younger kind of people, but there's still like, you know, like middle-aged people in streetwear, but streetwear, younger kind of people, and people that's into like putting fly stuff on. And yeah, that's really my target audience is streetwear.
Okay.
But I want to expand it, but to really get stuff going,
you gotta
focus on
first on that target audience and then expand. I feel you.
Facts. So like the young people. Yeah.
That's what's up. That boy know his stuff for real.
Yeah.
And this is a new entrepreneur. He's
Indeed.
He's talking like he's been doing this for years.
That boy Liam is a freshman, so imagine going into the senior year.
What?
Boy,
Can't even imagine that far from now.
you could just drop out, boy.
I'm not gonna use my degree. That's what I said. I'm not gonna use the degree.
Stay the course.
But
Get it though.
speaking into like or like all business and things like this and clothing brands, I feel like certain people lack a level of creativity along with these new brands. But I like your thought process. Like, I don't even know if you remember this, but like when we out there, we shot the short film for the brand. Like I'm just mentioning locations, and I mentioned like that Brickell Bridge on the first stop, like just looking out, show the shorts. Boleyn was like, nah, that's not creative enough. So like I really like that, because a lot of people, they'll like go off either like the first couple of thoughts or exactly off of inspiration from another brand. You know, they won't even try to switch it up a lot. So I like your creative mind more so. You can speak into like the creativity of the designs and just starting the brand, or how you market it yourself, how to like, of course you want to be somewhat similar to your competition and then branch out off of it. So you can kind of speak on that.
So basically, when it comes to making a marketable product, you got to realize and understand what's already marketable. Once you understand what's already marketable, you branch off from it, and then you put your own little sauce to it. Because you don't want to be a copier. You don't want to be a copycat. But if you don't understand what's already working for others, it's gonna be harder for it to work for you, since you're starting out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to establish yourself first by making stuff that's already referenced to people, familiar with people. So some of the designs I got, like the first couple shirts I made, it was some cool little graphic tees. It wasn't like, I ain't see nobody with these type of tees, but I just made my little graphics. One thing I did use was Pinterest. I would just keep scrolling for graphics, put my little sauce to it. I would get texts, I would do like little edits, and it's a lot of hours. It's really a lot of hours that goes into the process, but it's something that I'm willing to do because it's like, I know it's coming from me. It's not like I'm copying somebody else. And then the shorts, I got inspired from Central C had dropped some shorts. I seen it and I was like, this inspired me. I looked at a whole bunch of stuff, but I take like little pieces from a whole bunch of stuff. And I just made the shorts, added my little sauce. I wanted the thick ropes because I seen how he had thick ropes, and I seen how other people's had like thin ropes. I wanted thick ropes. I wanted my lines. I wanted to screen print it. And then for this next drop, I'm taking some inspo from literally like a whole bunch of people that already had drops. One of my boys, Wade, like the acid wash. I wanted acid wash on my sweats in the set. Another dude, this YouTuber, Hollywood Shaq, how he got the embroidery. I want embroidery on my jacket. Like, literally take an inspo, but you yourself got to put it together so it's unique to your brand. Because ultimately, it got to speak the image of your brand.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big. When a lot of like, even just artists or like other creatives in the world, because you know I consume a lot of like creative content or like creative podcasts, like 505 podcast. That's a podcast about filmmakers, videographers, filmmakers, and all that. So they speak about even Virgil spoke on it, like the 3% rule. Even though you should probably try to change a little bit more than 3%. Feel me? Like an already established product, what's it called? You can just like take that and branch off of it and only change it up 3%. If you look at what Off-White did, they changed it up. It's literally like the same Air Force, same whatever, and they changed it up 3%.
Yeah.
You know, I would advocate to change up more than that, but there's things in place that work, but it's how do you spin it creatively? How do you spin it on your own? There's a whole bunch of inspiration for photo shoots, for short films, for marketing strategies, but how do you make that your own? How do you spin it? So I kind of like that space, you feel me? Like creating things and making it your own, because there's so much out there. Like, a lot of people say everything's so saturated, everything's this and that, but there's a way to spin it and how to change it for yourself. But
Facts. Like, I also want to carry on. Like, people say, oh, don't get into this, it's saturated. Like, bro, like everything's saturated. Just do it good and people gonna rock with it. Like what?
Simple. That's true.
It's over like 1 billion people on the earth, but of course a lot of people gonna do something.
Saturated.
And I know like we all here consume like a level of kind of like motivational or inspiration content in general. I know Charles kind of looks up to like Steve Harvey and things like that. So like, who in the media space do you either not look at for inspiration, or you like their story or their come up? You know, I know you spoke on Central C. That's a question for all y'all boys. You feel me? Like, who at in the media space, or it could be even your own life, your own family members. Who do you look at for like inspirational mentality or like, you know, work ethic? You know, Kobe Bryant, all that.
It's Kobe. Yeah, Kobe for me.
Shout out to Taekwondo.
What you just start
Taekwondo.
The Riz Master.
The Riz Master. No, but like not even his wrist stuff. Like mostly his motivational stuff.
A lot of people been telling me about it.
Yeah, his motivational stuff. Like strong mind. Shout out to my brother Zach Jacked. also another person. Give me a lot of. He probably is watching low key. Shout out to my boy Anthony Hill. Shout out to him, very motivational as well. Shout out to my boy J. Lou. He cool too, I guess. Shout out to my boy Charles the Menace. Shout out to GT Leon.
Shout out y'all boys too, man.
Shout out y'all boys. But yeah, those people mostly.
You can go.
Oh yes, for me, I really like what Agent has been putting out recently. Like, just his thought process. He was like, he did this YouTube for about 4 years before even seeing like his first like 30K views or something like that. He's like, how can you fail if you just keep going, you keep trying? Eventually, something's gonna hit. You feel me? If you do it right, you do your research. There's YouTube University, everything out there. But I really love his mindset. That boy Yeehaw. Not gonna lie, he just started dropping his cooking content. Like, I spoke to Yeehaw about just dropping content in general and like the mindset behind it. You know, people might judge you, but nobody hates on somebody once they're up. We live in a society that hates on people trying to come up, trying to make it. Yeah. But once you're there, no one's gonna hate on you.
Hey, keep pushing, Yee.
Keep pushing, you feel me?
Facts, bro.
You're gonna be their celebrity chef one day. That boy, Game Time Liam, just the talks about mentality, your organization, I'm gonna definitely like take a note out of your book on that.
For sure.
But seeing the vlogs, like seeing everything, like you dropped an hour vlog, things like that. Yeah. A lot of people might think it would be too early to drop an hour vlog. Like, I know when we first started our podcast, we started to like keep it to 30 minutes because it's like that's attention span and things like that. But at the end of the day, if you do things different, you do it your own way. If you're putting out the quality content, why set a time limit on it? Yeah. Why do this and that? If you're doing it with intention, you're doing it with great editing, people's gonna stay engaged. Yep. So at the end of the day, keep trying, keep pushing. If you want to put out content, put out content. You feel me? I know I got to do a better job with J. Lou Shot You, but do things different, do your own spin on it. Like, we're the Th3rds, we do random things. Like, we are literally in IKEA right now.
Which is crazy.
Amazing idea.
Yeah, but if you out there, why not push forward right now? Fourth quarter.
And you say you look up to Kobe?
Yeah, that's that's my guy.
That mentality. Kobe was what?
Kobe's the GOAT, bro.
People don't be putting him top 3 a.m.
Yeah, I don't know.
First in the gym, last round.
He was saying he was waking up at 3 a.m. and he's like, over years, that accumulated time of while you're sleeping, I'm getting in 3 extra workouts. He's like, there's no way that our skill level will be the same. Like, I'm gonna be so far ahead of you with all these hours I'm putting in while you're sleeping that you won't be able to catch up.
Elon Musk actually said something similar. Like, if you set yourself to, like how Jordan was talking about it, if you set yourself to, I'm gonna put 20 hours into this.
Yeah, everything's good. Just
we about to finish, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you checking up on us.
So glad.
Thank you so much.
Another group just came by here.
Oh, God bless.
Thank you.
You're good,
civilized people. Shout out her. I didn't get to see her name tag.
She cool.
The IKEA worker just came and let us stay. Shout out Eileen, bruh. We be seeing Eileen put in the extra work.
Eileen is one of them ones. Eileen is one of them ones.
She a women's basketball player.
Oh.
Next year, she might be the #1 scorer. I'm gonna pull up this clip.
Like, Eileen, like, bruh, like, I see it, bruh. Cause, like, you just know, like, Eileen gonna be big, bruh. Like, you just know, bruh. Like,
putting up, like, you always see, like, how, like, not getting in affects, like, a player's mentality or things like that. But she's still there. She putting in the hours. She's the only one in the gym getting up shots after or before practice or after a game.
So to what we know. To what we know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
It always pays off.
It always comes to the light.
Everything works. Yeah, everything works. Everything, I don't know, everything just works. You know what I'm saying? The universe just makes it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was going to say another NBA player I look up to is Kyrie. Shout out Kyrie. That's controversial, but hey.
He lives real. He lives real.
He lives real. He lives very real. That is a little bit.
People think it's controversial, not
true, but I really look up to Kyrie in his mindset.
Wait, is the Earth flat or is it round?
No, it's definitely flat. If Kyrie says it's flat, that bit flat.
Kyrie.
I don't know. I think it's. I don't know.
Semi-circle.
I mean, I would say it's wrong, but like,
You never been out of space.
yeah. I actually want to go to space. Like,
You want to go to space?
dead ass, I want to go to space.
Isn't Elon Musk trying to make that where like that's gonna be like a
Like a
method of
hotel?
travel?
Yeah, I heard something
It
like
would
that.
be cool. I would go too.
Like, like if I die, then okay, I'm okay with dying going to outer space. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. With that.
No, facts. That's a hard way to go. You'd be like, yo, what happened to him? Man, he went to space, man. He went to space, man.
Like, who really knows? Like, what happens when you go in the black hole? Like how does someone actually know? Like, what if it's like?
They could be making it all up. I'd rather go to like Jamaica or something though.
I think those are all theories.
All theories.
Can't be proven.
Next episode, we might be in outer space.
If we're not in outer space, my next episode, you should subscribe.
Bet on us not being there.
What's local that look like outer space out here?
Probably go to a club.
Club.
Probably go to a
Man,
club.
we in a spacecraft right now.
Just in a close place, everybody's dancing
Daily
around.
deviations. We in a spacecraft.
Just ask someone a daily deviation. What you know?
Nah, but person I look up to probably is Javon Holland, starting safety for the Miami Dolphins. And it's not so because he's a top 5 safety in the league, but just like how he's always pushing like, bro, I'm a normal person just like everybody else. I might be an NFL player, but if you look at his social media and the way he portrays himself, he's always goofing around and just being himself. It's just like, it just reminds you that these celebrities, professionals, like they're regular humans. They're around our age, young adults, just going through the same life that we're going through. And I really admire people that just stay themselves, because when you get
Hey,
big,
bro.
it's easy to like let the world
King
get to your head.
said
You know, I ain't gonna talk about it.
but nah, Gito, like
Shout out Sid, we want you on the
Nah, let's
pod.
promote him the entire
yo, the whole video we been
whole
saying
video.
Kings. But like everybody has a gift. It's just your decision if you tap into it or just settle. Don't settle. Don't never settle. Don't let people around you make you settle either. That's why you gotta really look who you around. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't know your gift yet, keep trying.
Keep
Something
praying.
gonna stick.
Keep going,
Feel
bro.
me? At the end of the day, we all stepping into our purpose in life. We at like I don't know what they call it, but the next stepping ground, like, you feel me? We entering adulthood if we aren't already in it though. Like once you
We're
graduate,
getting a
once you out
taste of
there.
it.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't like when people say like, oh, adulthood's bad or adulthood's all this. You gotta start paying bills and all this. But
It's your mind, bro.
yeah,
Like,
that's how you view
it's,
it.
it's how you perceive it.
What's the rush?
And
Y'all ever seen that picture of like 2 people on the bus? One person is looking at like,
oh yeah.
and then the other person is looking at.
I have
That's
seen
deep.
Yeah.
That's so deep because it's so true, bro. Like, you seen it?
It's like a meme.
Is it like one's like a really bright area and the other one's like black and white and like gray? Or am I tripping? Could be 2 different memes. I don't
It's
know.
not that, but it's like similar.
Yeah.
It's like a cartoon
I feel like I have the idea of what you're saying though. But yeah, it's really about perspective.
perspective.
It's really about how you view it.
If you outlook everything in a positive way, even if something bad happens, because what's bad is really just what a bunch of people say is bad. Like peep this, right? Let's say we see a lion going to go kill something and like eat it. We're like, oh my gosh, like what is wrong with the like? Yeah, but the lion's like, I just got my meal. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all perspective, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That was a very extreme example. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But we get what you're saying.
And then finishing off, I got like one last thing because I know I'm gonna look back on this episode. So like either like what's next or where do you see yourself going? That goes for everybody. It goes for everything. Each personal venture, your major, your business, the World of Th3rds podcast. Like what's next or what are you trying to achieve?
You can start off with that one, man.
Nah, I think you should start off with that.
What's next? What are we trying to achieve? What's next is getting this degree and then trusting God with the path that He has for me. I know persistent prayer, He'll reveal that to me. Not exactly. I know He's teaching me a lot about myself daily, about like the people that I bring around me, what my gifts are, what I have natural abilities to do. But as far as like a career or like where to step going next, I'm not sure. Rule of Thirds might be in that process. It might not be. It's all
That's
up to
real.
God. Just gotta trust.
Indeed.
Gotta trust.
You go, I go.
Definitely finishing architecture. Rule of thirds always gonna be in the forefront. Not in the forefront. God always in the forefront, but rule of thirds will always be. I feel like we going places with this one. I don't know why, but like maybe it's just good intuition. Maybe it's just bad intuition. Whatever it is,
I
it's just
feel like this is
intuition.
gonna go far.
Yeah. I mean, appreciate
This is going far. This Rule of Thirds is going far.
I appreciate that. Rule of thirds, of course, and because you can't let them know your dreams. They can't shoot them down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff you're not gonna speak on. Y'all gonna know about it eventually, but still.
Can't tell the public.
And then for me, you feel me? With J. Lou Shot You, I wanna drop more content regularly, but not just flicks. I wanna get more into videography and more of like telling the person behind the camera story, just in the story that the camera is telling. That makes sense because you're naturally a storyteller when you got the camera involved. Like when you're taking a picture, you're setting the scene, but I want to tell stories from the back end also. Hola. No. Hola. I don't speak Spanish. You don't speak Spanish? No habla español.
No.
I don't know what she was saying. She want a piece of Dior. But yeah, we was finishing up. But Jelu Shot You, I'm gonna be more active with it. I'm gonna push the boundary of what is a photographer, videographer, because I don't even know what that means in of itself. Starting up a business soon. You feel me? With Cam, we gonna see where that go. But really excited for this next year. But I'm not waiting till the next year to make a move. I'm not waiting till then. What Cam be saying, like your most important decision in life is the next decision you make. Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be thinking about anything else. Or you don't know what other decisions you're gonna make, so put all your focus into that next decision. But yeah, podcast, continue to push the boundary. Like this is only a sprinkle of salt. We're only like in IKEA. That's comfortable. We gotta get outside of our comfort zone. This is one step forward, but we could go farther, we could go crazier.
Helicopter.
Space.
That's
Space.
But for me, it's gonna be success and a whole lot of it.
Indeed, and that's no other way to end it. We appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Appreciate y'all family,
Big
man.
things.
Appreciate it.
GT Liam. Tap in with the vlogs. He ain't even talk about the YouTube.
GT
We'll talk
Liam, go
about that.
tap in.
Shout it out.
Yeah, GT Liam, GTLIAM.
We'll put his ads in the description.
Yeah,
Part
preach,
one, we
preach.
gonna drop another part eventually. He gonna be on the podcast again for sure.
Yeah, these the guys, man. These the
We
members.
Great episode.
Live real.
Ski.